like great pitching. He's not an overall great pitcher. I think he's a specialty pitcher.
Because I think he used to do it with when he was with the Cubs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when he was with the Cubs. So he'll mess up. Plus, I think the other big factor is that he played. He was pitching on third day. I think it's his third day, or maybe Game 7 was going to be the third straight day. So they were tired. And when I went back and I just did a recap that night, and Aaron Boone, I think is the manager, but he used the bullpen in every single game. Mm-hmm. And I think he messed up when he brought the bullpen in with James Paxton. I guess he was struggling, but he pitched like 2.1 innings, and then he went to the bullpen. So they were worn out. So now you're in a situation where you have to rely on him. It's a bullpen game just to get to Game 7. You tie the game. You got your closer on, and he get the first out. Then he walked George Springer, and Altuve's up. You have a open base. Now the thought is you don't ever put a runner in scoring position. But when you got Marisnick up, who do you want to pitch to? Altuve or Marisnick, who's probably haven't really seen your fastball like that? Mm-hmm. I would probably take my chances. One way or the other, you're going to get criticized, right? You're going to get criticized for pitching Altuve, which he did. He threw the slider. He missed with the first 2 fastballs, and then he threw the slider. And that shit was nasty. Like, it dropped right in there. And he came back with the slider. Altuve said he was looking for the fastball, but he ended up hitting the slider because he has to start early because I think he threw like 99.
Yeah.
So you have to get like a head start on it. But when the slider came, it was just perfect contact, and that was it. And but Altuve was just waiting for the right pitch, and he threw that down. He threw the slider again, and next thing you know, Chapman's smiling.
Nah, it's that one smile when you salty as hell. Like you like, I just fucked up.
Yeah.
I fucked up everything.
You kind of got to laugh. You're like, I can't believe this shit. That's one of those, man, I can't believe this shit just happened. Sliders. I mean,
like we that close, like 2 outs. We can go into extra innings. We can make it a Game 7. It's like everything is going your way. You just tied the game up. Like
Asuna going back out there, you're going to the weak part of the lineup because I didn't like what A.J. Hinch did with his defensive substitutions, taking Brantley out. You needed his bat in case he got tied. And taking Jordan Alvarez out when the bases was loaded for Alvidas Diaz. I'm like, I know he's hit a couple of grand slams, but baseball is such a weird sport in the playoffs where a guy could be 1 for 20 something, and you put him in a moment, he just make ball. Your lineup is weak. So, but it was. Let me ask you this: you a Yankees fan?
Nah.
Oh,
I just wanted to see if they can keep up with that track record. Like I think I mentioned earlier on a past podcast, as far as them being in the World Series or winning the World Series in almost every decade. Like I was looking like, can they actually do it again to see if like, wow, this is probably the greatest sports franchise ever. You know what I mean?
It probably still is in baseball.
I think it's probably in sports history. 27 titles? Come on.
I mean, it's debatable.
You just hate.
I don't like the Yankees. I felt bad for Kyle, man.
Kyle was sick, man. I almost called him. I had to check on him. He wasn't really sick.
I know he was because
they be teasing him. They tease him every year.
You go from like the highest of the high because you think, oh man, we got it. You think when they hit that home run, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna steal this, we're gonna win it. It's destiny. Only for that to happen, and you're like, God damn. So now, I kind of like the history on the other side though. The fact that they haven't won a World Series in this decade. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think that's kind of dope. Like when they do that docuseries about the 2010s, that'll be a storyline.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So now they're up against the Washington Nationals, who are hot. And wild card teams, when they get hot like that in the playoffs,
watch out.
In baseball, and they can match them pitching for pitching. The Yankees can really match them. They had decent pitching, but they can match the 3-headed monsters that they got. And then they can go, I think, is it 4 or is it 3? Verlander, Greinke, Garrett Cole, and then, yeah, I think they go with Peacock or I can't even say it, Arquita. But But they got Scherzer, Strasburg. They could probably go Sanchez and some other dudes. So pitching for